This season in my life is truly a season of radical faith. The Lord has been telling me to just step out on faith, to trust Him. Being a person who needs to be in control of everything, which, is attached to childhood trauma that I've been in therapy to learn how to navigate through and become better, right? So yeah, on this radical faith journey, the Lord told me to leave my home state to come to my promised land, because everything I tried to do in my hometown, whether it's apply for a job, find a new home, relationships with family, associates, whatever, everything is just pretty much dried up. Nothing worked. It was like I had no peace there. And God has shown me before, when I don't have peace about something, it's not from Him, right? And I try my best to just stay in my home state, because it's uncomfortable being uncomfortable, right? When you're in a place where you're comfortable and you can associate yourself with people and be around things that you're familiar with, then it's, well, for me it was like, well, I don't need to move anywhere. But when He pushed me out and really opened it up to let me know, like, it's time for you to leave this place. So I get to my promised land, beautiful place, and it's like what I imagined it was going to take place hasn't. I found a apartment before I got here. That was 2 weeks ago. My paperwork was just processed for approval yesterday. I've literally been homeless, sleeping in a van. One time I did have enough money to afford a hotel room. I just received my bill yesterday for the rental that I'm in, that was due back yesterday. So God's just like, I just need you to keep trusting me. And it's just like, Lord, it's like I'm getting anxious in a way, but not really, because I'm just like, things have been moving, and I know, I can't force God's arm, right? God's always going to be on time. I have to wait on His timing. Things are not always going to look like I expect them to look, because I'm not in control of it. And that is challenging for someone who is still in therapy, to learn how to relinquish control of things and just let God be God, because God be Godding, right? And as I worship and praise, and I just keep saying, Lord, I can't wait to get to the other side. But in this right now, baby, I don't have any tears left. Find myself sometimes, just getting these bouts of anger, but I have to pray, because I'm just like, Lord, I know You didn't bring me to this place. I've never been homeless like this. Like, I've stayed with people, but to sleep in a van that's not mine, this is really humbling. Finding a place to use the bathroom, going to a Love's to take a shower, this is humbling, to not know day to day. And then I've never stayed in a shelter, so I call shelters out here. They won't accept me. So it's just like, Lord, what do You want me to do? Like, I just got to the point yesterday. I'm just like, Lord, I just relinquish any control. I'm riding the wave, because I don't know. I have to turn this van in today and allow God to just show me the steps after that, because I don't want to be federally or criminally penalized for having this vehicle and I can't financially afford it. So I have 2 bags in the back. The rest of my stuff is in storage because I've had the opportunity to do gig work here to make a few bucks to even afford that, and showers and stuff. But nothing is helping me with affording this vehicle to have somewhere to at least feel a little safe, right? Like I said, this is a really humbling time in my life, because when you've never been through a situation, you don't know how to navigate it. I don't have anyone to, how do you get through this? How do you get through that? Right? I'm literally every day figuring this out. But I know that I'm going to get to the other side of my promise, of my blessings and abundance, because he's showing me something. He has to be showing me something in this situation. So when I come out, I can help someone else get through, right? Because no one should ever have to go through anything like this. And it's hard to get a job because I don't have an address, and it's just it's a lot. But all I can say is, Lord, I just keep seeking you first, your kingdom and your righteousness, knowing that all things will be added unto me. And that's all I have. I always continue to say I'm blessed and highly favored, because I want to speak those things that may not be right now, but they're coming, right? Because somebody needs to hear the testimony in the raw. I shared a video the other day, like, I'm just like, Lord, my hair is a mess. I can brush my teeth, with a bottle of water. But, taking a shower, I'm not used to not being able to take a shower. Not used to not being able to have a safe dwelling place. But through it all, I count my blessings, because as I'm driving around, I'm seeing people who I can be a blessing to. I have the opportunity to have food, and there's somebody that look like they ain't had a meal in days or weeks, to be a blessing to them. Because it's always a more blessing to be a blessing to someone than to receive a blessing. And that is something that I always open up room for, right? Even though I'm in a need, somebody else needs something 10 times, 20 times, 100 times more than I do. So I find a space to be a blessing to someone. So I don't know who needed to hear this message. It's really raw and authentic, very transparent, because I'm consider myself to be a private person, but God is like, it's time to strip that. It's time for you to be honest about what it is, because where I'm taking you, your testimony is gonna be your breakthrough. So I pray that this encourage somebody to just allow God to be God. Even when it don't make sense, even when you don't understand it, even when it don't feel good, trust God. Because every day is a new day. It's different. We haven't been through this day today. Yesterday is no longer a concern. Tomorrow is none of our business, because it says sufficient for today is his own. So I'm resting in that. I thank God for this opportunity to be able to open up my mouth and to just use my words and let my testimony help someone, if it's just one person. So I love you all. And remember, if you can't do anything for anyone, pray for them. God bless you. I love you.